So today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where Chile forms an empire. Now Chile, or Chile, is a country in South America and is known for being a very long country at that. I mean, look at that thing. That's got to be like one of the longest countries in the world, right? If not the longest. Now coastline, no, that belongs to Canada, I think. But in terms of just length on the map, I think Chile takes the cake here. And if not, then this video is going to change that. So if you do enjoy today's Chile Empire video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. All the support right now is greatly appreciated. I have some things to go over about the channel and my personal self later on in the video, so make sure to stick around for that important update stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight into this Empire video. So now, it has been a while since I have done one of these. However, don't worry because I have not lost my touch. I know exactly what I'm doing. And Chile is the 46th strongest country in the world. It's weaker than Argentina and Brazil, but most likely stronger than all the other countries in South America. So that is important to keep in mind while Chile forms their empire. However, in this empire series, I like to buff the countries just to give them a better chance at expanding and meeting their imperial goals. So while Chile may be the 46th strongest country in the world, maybe in this video they're the 26th or the 16th or the 15th or something like that. They're going to be heavily buffed in order to form their new empire. So the first country they're going to go after is Bolivia, because screw Bolivia in particular. No, not really. I just did that as a joke. But Bolivia and Chile do have beef with each other, and it's more likely that Bolivia would start this war. However, since it's Chile's video and since Chile is God themselves, they are starting this war. So they're going to go ahead and immediately start to invade Bolivia, and it's just going to go extremely well. They're going to meet what they wanted to get from the war, which is a little bit of land that looks like something like this, and they're going to go ahead and sit down in a peace treaty with Bolivia, who is very quick to surrender. I mean, if I was Bolivia, I'd probably surrender really quickly too. Anyway, in this peace treaty here, we can see that Chile gets a big chunk out of Bolivia. And with this chunk now acquired, they are a tad bit stronger. Of course, they lost a lot of resources in that war. However, they did gain a lot of land, and they can use that land to their advantage and, you know, draft more people, recruit more people, economy, coal mines, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so we know Chile is a long country, and of course it's a Chilean empire, which means we're gonna have to make it even longer, which means Peru is next on the chopping block. This is gonna be very similar to what happened with Bolivia. Not a whole lot of resistance. I mean, you can't do much against Chile. It's literally it's Chile, or Chile. It's like it's a bowl of chili. What you gonna do when they take all your coastline and coal mines? Anyway, Peru is going to go ahead and lose their coast here, and they're going to be forced to give it over to Chile in a peace treaty, which will look a little bit something like this. So Chile has had little to no resistance in their invasion of South America so far, and obviously they have a very clear goal, which is to slither up the coast of America and get to America, and then Canada, and then America again. So they want to become the Pacific Empire, but in the Americas, because Japan already tried that and it didn't work. So maybe it'll work over here, except now everyone is going to go ahead and form a coalition against them. This includes Peru, who just got curb stomped. So they violated the treaty here, and there's going to be some countries in South America who are just not a fan of this, particularly Brazil, who wants land. Now, why would Brazil go ahead and stick their nose in this business? Well, because they want land. I literally just said that. With Brazil's involvement, Argentina wants to go ahead and get in, and they go ahead and join the side of the blue team, and here is where things get a little rough. Paraguay and Uruguay are literally pissing the bed right now. They don't want to join this war because they know what will happen. It's already happened before, and at this point no one else is daring to join this war because it would not end well for them, mostly because they're small countries or just Venezuela, and nobody likes Venezuela. So we see Brazilian troops go ahead and cross over into the border of Colombia, and here they start to take names and take land. Chile, who was already kind of prepared to invade the rest of Ecuador, sends their troops up north to quickly wipe out the country from existence, whilst at the same time meeting up with Brazil in the center of Peru. Down south, Argentina does some things very slowly and very carefully, but they do things, whilst also invading into Brazil. This does nothing to Brazil. Speaking of Brazil, they've gone ahead and capitulated all of Peru. Ecuador surrenders, and Colombia is now in the position which they don't want to be in. As for Bolivia, goodbye Bolivia. And for the northern part of Argentina, they are getting invaded by the hundreds of millions of Chileans which are fighting for their country. Now notice I just said hundreds of millions, and obviously there aren't hundreds of millions of Chileans fighting for the country, but we like to have fun here. So let's go ahead and pretend the population of Chile is 2 billion. In Argentina, they have 0 people fighting for them, which automatically means they have to surrender over to Chile and Brazil. Now, why did I just ruin this war? Because you guys know the outcome. Let's be real here. My videos are very predictable. Part of the reason I don't like making mapping videos, and yeah, That might be changing soon. I don't know. It's very hard to transition to other types of content, but I don't know what to transition into because there's a lot of factors in changing content. And, you know, I don't want to like throw all my audience out. I feel really bad doing that. But also I want to, you know, take care of myself and myself. I ain't really liking this right now. I'd love to do like a commentary or like a reaction content because that stuff is super lazy to do. Yeah, not saying that being lazy is a good thing, but you know, if it pays better, it's easier to do, then why not? Anyway, Argentina's gone. Colombia, obviously they're gonna not win this war, and Panama is, yeah. All right, so Brazil and Chile just soloed all of South America, or at least the relevant parts of it, and this peace treaty is gonna look a little bit something like this. Yup, that's right. Chile just ruined everything. South America is now known as South America and West South America, Pacific America, whatever you want to call it. Also, I know Brazil didn't get land, and the reason I didn't get them land is because I'm going to need a thumbnail for this video in which, you know, Chile isn't really done expanding yet, so I need to get the new land in there while Brazil still maintains the old borders. So if I remember by the end of the video, then I'll show Brazil's new borders, but for now, it's going to look something like this. Also, the Galapagos, Chilean. All right, let's be for real. Costa Rica doesn't even have a military, and the Central Americans may unite together in order to fight off Chile. However, the issue comes here when Mexico joins into the war. Y ahora tenemos un problema. I know I probably messed that up. You know, today was the first day of school. I got Spanish, I got honor Spanish, so you know I'm working on it. Don't judge me. It's been a while since I've spoken Spanish. Anyway, Central America gone, and it has now been replaced with Chile and Mexico. But Mexico did not see this one coming. The biggest backstab of the century, except it really wasn't a backstab because they knew it was coming too. Chile declares war on Mexico, their largest and most powerful opponent yet, and looks like the cartel just declared independence. This surely is not a good thing for Mexico as they become non-existent. Chile sweeps the Pacific part of Mexico, and the cartel is going to take the rest. Weird things are happening right now. What the heck? All right, things are getting a little bit out of hand here. Chile is doing exactly what Chile wants to do, and that's not really a good thing for the world. So the United States is going to go ahead and step in and say, you know what, we've had enough of this whole expansion thing. And don't get me wrong, I know the United States is probably more powerful than Chile here. However, it's just, you know, they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind giving up California. As an American citizen, I don't live in California, so I don't necessarily care. Although I do know, unlike most people, California is a very important state for our economy and our country, but you know, I don't live there, so I don't really care. Anyway, they got rid of all the Pacific states and the country just flipped to a red state. That's probably not a good thing right now because it's a little cray-cray. Alaska's gone, so there goes all the crabs and stuff, so that sucks, and cool mountains and lights in the sky. What I'm trying to say here is that America losing the Pacific could be worse. Like, there could be a civil war. Like, that would be a lot worse. All right, so the Democrats didn't like being ruled by the Republicans, understandably so, and now they're taking names. The right figured out it's kind of hard to function as a country when you don't have all that economy stuff, and you have the population of Wyoming now, so you know what, Texas and Florida, good luck to y'all. They go ahead and break away from the rest of the Union, and the United States of America is gone. There's also Chile. They're here. The United States is whole again, and that's because because why not? No, it's because of the thumbnail. Speaking of the thumbnail, Canada, you're the last link here, and you know, Canada's just going to be nice and cede over all the lands. It's, you know, it's British Columbia. We don't really need that. Not that important, right? So let's go ahead and cede that land over to Chile because it's better to do that instead of, you know, going to war with them. They just smacked around the United States. So probably best of your interest to not fight them. And with that, the Chilean Empire is complete. And oh boy, ooh, I forgot something. There we go. And oh boy, is it beautiful. Look at that. Man, I want to live there. Anyway, yeah, now I can do the thumbnail thingy real quick. All right, there's that. And now I can go ahead and draw in the new borders. So there's America now, and there is South America. So they never got Argentina. But aside from that, we have Chile getting land and Brazil getting land. Pretty obvious who the top contenders in this continent are now, aside from Chile. And that's gonna do it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to show some support by liking and subscribing. All that good stuff is super duper helpful for me, super duper helpful for the channel, and in turn, and eventually super duper helpful for you. If you like the videos and you've watched a few and you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. Also make sure to double check that you are subscribed just in case some weird finicky stuff happens with YouTube. Don't think that happens anymore, but you never know. You know, you can be safe. Or if you're feeling generous, you know, just do it anyway. Subscribe, like the video, watch all my other videos. Everything helps. If you don't want to, then you don't have to, because this is a free channel. You don't have to do anything, but it's greatly appreciated if you do. All right, so anyway, personal stuff and YouTube channel. I talked about this earlier. School started for me the other day, actually today. You're seeing this on Wednesday, so not the day you're seeing it, but I'm back in school now. Cool thing is it's not as long as it was last year, so I get out earlier. Should eliminate any scheduling conflicts that I had previously, because you know I'm not in school as long now, and even with like me doing band and stuff, I don't have to worry about that because that's later on in the day, which gives me a lot more time to focus on YouTube and myself. It's been really hard to post videos lately, and I'm not even gonna lie, it's because that YouTube, the channel's been doing horribly. Like video after video, it keeps getting worse and worse, and it's kind of concerning, but only in one analytical way, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm in a position right now where if I can continue to grow just a little bit more, I'm thinking maybe 200,000 subscribers, and I can live off of YouTube. I'm also in a weird spot where like I'm about to go to college, and you know, I'll do that for 4 years and get a degree in something, but if I don't need to work and I could just live off of YouTube, then I plan on doing that. But if it's not good enough, then obviously I'm gonna have to get a job, and that will split YouTube even more. So it's really just dependent on me being able to make this work out now. If we could like jump to 1 million subscribers and you know, I can get like filthy rich, then I'm not going to college. But the chances of that happening are very unlikely, and time is running out on that, obviously. So I'm not really worried about that. Now I'm more focused on the college path, which is, you know, 4 years in university, get a degree, see where I'm at then on YouTube. So that's a whole 4 years from now. So we have 4 years to grow. And honestly, you guys shouldn't even worry about that because it doesn't concern you at all. The only thing that concerns you is me posting videos, or I think that's what concerns you. I don't know what concerns you guys. Tell me in the comments. But I hope you guys understand that and where I'm at on that right now. Seeing the channel kind of die like it is right now is very discouraging for that future. So that's why it kind of has me down in the dumps a little bit. And then posting videos like this, which are like super easy to make, 20-minute long recordings of me just doing literally nothing entertaining. They're fun to make, but at the end of the day, I'm not proud of them. So that's also another thing. And I just don't have the motivation to really post high quality stuff right now, which is sad because, you know, I've been doing YouTube for I've been doing it seriously for 3 years now. I've been doing it since I was 10. So 7 years in total, almost 8. No, 7 years in total. And 3 years seriously. And you know, you'd think that would be in a better spot than you know, being, oh, I don't want to make good quality videos because it's not doing good. It's a stupid mentality. I'm working on it. Don't worry about it, because I'll fix it myself. You know, school and stuff isn't going to help, but school this year should be a little bit easier than last year. So I'm thankful for that, I guess. Anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be Saturday. And surprise, surprise, it's going to be alternate future. Maybe it is a surprise because I haven't been doing it that much recently. It's kind of been, the series has been kind of dying. And I did that with the first alternate series where it just kind of died off, and I like pushed the brakes in, and then I came back to it and it did really good. So that's what I'm kind of doing with this one. I don't want the series to die because I really enjoy doing it. So that's kind of where we're standing at right now. Anyway, once again, for the 4th time now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And of course, thank you to all the super fans. This includes Patrick Clauser, Yo Moma Moma, Texan Cowboy Cheese, Kylie Speaks Plays, Poland Country Ball, Dimitri, DW Cool Dude, Nevada Garbage Trucks, Yakko, Soviet Ball, and Serminator. Once again, thank you guys.